I'll drone. There's that guy there, Sage. Sage on yellow, Sage on yellow.
Side's clear, side's clear.
Oh.
Yahoo minasan, and welcome to the Jett plus Sage Superdash tutorial. This is my 1000 subscriber special, and therefore I'm going to give away one free battle pass to a random subscriber. So if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe, as it would really help me out. Also, if you got further questions, I've got a Discord server in the description down below. Now let's get on with the video. Before showing you guys all of my dash spots, it is very important that you have to learn how to perform the swift dash technique, as without it, these dashes will almost be impossible. I'll put a card in the top right corner for those who haven't watched the tutorial yet, as it will be used throughout the video. First up is Haven, which in this case only has one good wall. To get up to the spot, you first need to boost up the Sage by letting the Jett stand crouched down here. After that, you need to line up this pointy thing at the end of the box, and then look at this other pointy thing sticking out. Remember to make sure the wall is straight, and then place the wall when Jett is about to touch the highlight of the wall with her feet. For the Jetts, the only thing you need to do is a loosey-goosey lineup of the tip of this shadow and drift out to the power chord with a swift dash technique following after that. I recommend to push short a couple of times before doing this dash to make them stand deep in a lobby. Next up is Breeze. As the map is big, there's potential for a lot more dashes than the 4 that will be shown in this video. The first Sage wall will be going from double doors to elbow. Make sure to stand right between these two pebbles, and then look at the cross section with the wood and metal. It's very important that you do this lineup correctly, as you'll either hit the pillar in mid, or the door in the opening while dashing if you don't do this correctly. As for Jett, you just jump up on the wall as soon as the round starts and do the dash. This wall is very good for getting a quick pick on those holding B main, or otherwise getting a really good flank. Next dash is from Suze onto B site. Make sure that either enemy controller has smoked off the choke point, or communicate to your team's controller to smoke it off. This ensures that it's safe for you to do the wall. Then, the Sage wants to line up with the edge of the bricks like this, and then look between those two angles. After that, while being crouched, you want to jump and place the wall. In Jett's case, you will be jumping on top of the box, and lining up to the edge of the paper like this. Using the swift dash technique, you can take full control of backside by strafing around the pillar. Another variant is to dash straight into CT while smoking underneath you to cover your back, while you pick those easy rotation kills. Third spot will go from B site into B lobby. To do it, the Sage has to jump on top of the railing and line up from the L shape on the ground. Then, you just look straight at the corner on the brick wall. Now remember to place the wall after the apex of your jump. For the Jett to get on top of the block without wasting an updraft, the Sage can boost them up. Updrafting a bit later is key in this case, as otherwise you'll get stuck above the archway after dashing. I can only see this dash viable if you have ulti equipped. Last spot is from bridge to A site. The lineups are pretty simple, so I won't go over them too much, but this dash is extremely good for retakes with knives, as you get so much control of the whole site. The third map is my absolute favourite to do the dashes on, and that's Icebox. As the map is big, it's possible to do it almost anywhere. The first spot I'm going to show you today will be going from mid all the way to B site. It's my absolute favourite one so far. It involves the Sage to stand on top of this dot on the ground, and then looking up from the edge of the kingdom sign. After that, you place the Sage wall when Jett is right above the highlight. As for Jett, you need to jump up here and glide towards the crack of the yellow line on the floor, and then do the swift dash technique. Another variation of the dash going through mid is a loosey-goosey lineup that works anywhere on this tower. This dash is used to take control of stairs behind A site by smoking yourself off from CT to take the easy 1v1. The third dash on this map will be going from screens all the way to belts. It involves the Sage to line up in each corner on top of screens and place the wall under Jett's feet while she's drifting. Like in other examples, the Jett drifts out around about here, then you dash while strafing around the nest. Last but not least, we got the dash going the other way around from belts onto rafters. To line this up, the Sage has to run up belts and stand anywhere above the edge, and then put your wall going straight up from the edge facing you. It's important to line this up correctly, as the Jett will either have it hard to strafe around the wall to the right, or will get stuck on the block sticking out of the nest. The last map that will be shown in this here video is Ascent. And you're probably thinking, I've probably seen the stuff that Rindou is going to show me here. In fact, you are wrong. The first dash is a retake dash that will be using the well and CT spawn to get some extra height. To do it, the Sage has to line up in the middle of this imaginary brick, and then look at the bottom of the black line on the well. Time it so that you jump a bit after the Jett jumps. In Jett's case, you need to stand in this corner right here and jump when the Sage is ready. Now remember to never do this unless you have ulti. Keep in mind that when you're doing the swift dash technique, you want to strafe around both of the corners of these buildings. The last dash in today's video will be a pretty simple one. When the round starts, the Sage just has to walk out and place her Sage wall so it's halfway in and halfway out of the wall. To not get shot from tiles while Jett is performing the dash, I recommend you to smoke it off. What's so cool about this one is that it completely throws the opponents off guard when all of them are pushing B. Anyways, I really hope all of you guys enjoyed the video, and I'm really thankful for all of the support that you may give me from now on. Bye!